Today I'm going to show you how to make this paper flower out of lightweight cardstock. First you're going to need several pieces of lightweight cardstock like I have here. You can buy this at Michael's or Kelly Paper. I also bought this little paper cutout hole puncher at Michael's. It just cuts the heart out of the petals. A big pom-pom for the center. A pencil to trace your templates for the rows. Good pair of scissors, glue gun, and a ton of glue sticks. Now, first things first, make sure that your glue gun is plugged in. And then let's get to tracing these petals. So this big one here, I can get about 2 petals per page. And what I like to do is cut out 2 pages at once. So I'll just use that template I traced and I'll cut along here 2 pages at a time. And I already have some other ones done. So you're just going to continue tracing all of your petals. I typically make about 10. Trace about 10 of each leaf from your template that you have. Try to squeeze on as many petals as you can onto each page. You're just going to keep tracing these petals, like I said, until you have about 10 petals each. This is the smallest petal here that's going to be in the center of the flower. I'm only doing 3 sizes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we've traced all of our petals and it's time to start cutting them out. We'll do these. The back I did not trace, but you can cut 2 at a time with that template guide. These scissors work amazing. Okay, so now that the petals are all cut out in the 3 sizes, I'm going to go through and just cut out a heart. The top of the petal, I'm going to put it in this way. Out it goes, and you can use this cute little heart for something else, for another project you have going for Valentine's Day. I'm just going to go and cut a heart out of every petal. Now, if your petal has any sort of pencil marks on there, just flip it over and use this side. It's easy enough. I like to do it one at a time because otherwise it could kind of crease your paper. You don't want that to happen. So just go through to every petal and cut out a heart. And again, you could use any shape you want, but because we're making this for Valentine's Day, I thought a heart was perfect. Alright, so now that these petals all have the hearts cut out, we're going to start assembling them and making our flower. Move the smaller leaves to the side. We're going to start with the largest one first. I just cut about 1 inch down. I'm going to do this to all of the petals at once, kind of get like an assembly line system going on. You could probably cut a couple at a time. That's what I normally do to speed up the process. And then I'll do 1 size petal at a time. You'll see. All right. Put a little bit of glue right along the edge. Overlap it just a little bit. Same thing, and you're going to do this to every single petal. Just a little bit of glue, overlap. Now let's start gluing these petals together. Again, a little strip of glue right along the edge. You got to move fast because hot glue dries super fast. Press it down. I recommend put something underneath so you don't ruin your table. A little bit of glue. And keep going all the way around until you... Alright, now it's time to attach the last petal into this gap to connect the two sides. So you're going to put glue a little bit on this side, a little bit on this side, same thing, and just connect the two. Easy enough. I would do one side at a time unless you move super duper fast. Again, just a little strip, just like every other time before, along the edge. Connect the two. Okay, now this hole we need to cover up with a circle. The circle doesn't need to match up completely, but we're going to hot glue that on as well. Move fast again because we all know that the glue dries super duper fast. Okay, just kind of press it on like a dome. Doesn't have to be perfect. So this is good for when you're all done. If you're going to hang it on the wall, you simply just put a sticker on the back, a pure double-sided sticker, and press it up on the wall. Or you could use a tack and stick it through here into the wall, depending on if it will work with your wall or not. Okay, so there you go. Now we're on to the next set, the second smaller set. We need to cut those. About 1 inch up. And now we need to glue these just like we did the first. I'm going to overlap them just a smidge more than I did the first time so that they're not laying completely against this flower. Alright, let's get gluing this second row of petals in. What I like to do is place it in between the two for the most part, like right about there. Put a little bit of glue on the bottom. Press it down. That is pretty hot. Be careful not to burn yourself. A little bit of glue on the bottom. A little bit of glue on the bottom. I'm trying not to cover up the hearts of the petals. So now we're ready to add the smallest flower petal. Same thing, a little bit of glue. Try to place it in between the two petals. Ooh, you know what? That one should be okay. If it's sticking up too much, I'll just replace it with another one. Sometimes that happens if I didn't cut it evenly. A little bit of glue. Tricky part is you got to move fast, but don't worry, once you get the hang of it, you'll be going faster and faster and it gets to be pretty easy. We just need to add a couple more petals. I'm going to add one more for a more full look. Okay, we have one extra. Now, I'm gonna put this super cute pom-pom inside. I got this from Hobby Lobby. I'm sure you could buy these at any craft store. There's all sorts of different centers you can make. You could use felt, you could cut strips out of paper. I'll show you some more tutorials on that a little bit later. So just make sure you put a ton of glue in there, just squirt it in. Kind of like the grand finale. And in the pom-pom goes. Fluff it a little, and we're done.